Now, before you launch your store, just wait. You gotta make sure that your product solves a problem for the person that you're marketing to. And in order to do this, you need a crystal clear vision. So I've gone ahead and engineered a ChatGPT bot that will just take you through it step by step while it helps you identify a brand that's going to be profitable for you. Now, there are two ways and two paths in this course. The first path is going to be the branded drop shipping, start right away, start scaling, get ads up as soon as tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but get ads up very, very soon. All right?
Dangerous and disturbing this puzzle is.
Now there's the second way, and this takes a little bit longer. And this allows you to make any type of brand that you want, but you're going to have to wait 30 to 45 days from China till those products come. And if you're skeptical and you only order a little bit, it's going to not really scale so well until you order a lot. So there's two ways to do this.
Meditate on this.
There's only a few products that you can do it this first way with, and supplements are my favorite. You can do it with supplements. You can make shoes. You can make shirts. You can make blankets. There's tons of stuff that you can brand with your brand, and then you can hire influencers to hold this product, so on and so forth. This is how you build a brand and not just something that comes up on Amazon shopping. A brand creates brand loyalty. People like to buy it. They feel inspired whenever they buy it. They feel good about having it, good about wearing it, good about holding it, using it, talking about it. This is what a brand is. So if you're interested in starting a real brand and not just some shitty drop shipping store like every other guy with a Lambo course said, oh, by the way, check this out. This is me and my brand. This was my McLaren, and this is Floyd Mayweather. Yep, that's me and him together. I sponsored his whole entire birthday for my brand launch. I did all this with a drop shipping store first. I tried other people's products. I found out what works.
All right, first delivery. All right, we're going. We're going right now. Looks like this first delivery is in Miami, so let's go ahead and get this thing knocked out. The customer just texted me her gate code.
So you wouldn't believe it, but I actually only maybe delivered 100 or 200 orders in this car, and we were getting 100 to 200 orders a day on our website because of this marketing push. People saw these cars and they were absolutely amazed. And then once I found out what worked, I then got those products with my logos on them and started selling them. You don't have to go that route. You don't have to build a store and start selling somebody else's products. We live in 2025 where you can start a branded drop shipping store today if you do supplements, or you can get a list down here of the branded drop shipping stores you can start today, or you can come up with your own brand and still follow this step by step in the course because everything applies. You're going to have to get your product packaging designed. With Suppleful and Print on Demand, they already have all the sizes and they have all the guidelines, and you can just download all that. With Talking to China, you're going to have to ask them for the sizes and the die lines and the guides and everything. And whenever you're asking them for that, they're going to also ask you for orders. I'm going to coach you through all of that ordering from China stuff. So if you are ordering from China, what I want you to do is I want you to go down to the last video in this, and it's going to show you exactly what to do if you're ordering from China. It's just a pre-step before you do everything else. Everything else is the exact same thing. It's just, are you getting it now? Are you able to make decisions now? Are you able to get products and start shipping them to yourselves now and then cut out that supplier and order from China later? Or are you just going to get whatever you want designed for yourself now? You know that it's going to sell, and that's that. You're going to order from China. And there is one exception to this. You can also just throw up a website and see if anybody buys. You'll lose your advertising revenue, but if someone buys, just cancel their order and refund them. Then you say, hey, look, this product was out of stock. And then now you know how much it costs to get a customer. And this is your testing phase. Look, there's 350 million Americans to market to, and if you're watching this in Europe, there's tons of people. You can make a few people upset at your brand. Just don't advertise a shitty product for a long time. A lot of people sell snake oil, and they just get away with it. And the thing is you can't build a brand selling snake oil. You cannot build a brand by just telling people, hey, try this. It's this deal. It's that deal. And then just keep screwing over everyone for all of eternity. Your brand will just start to smell like shit and it will just go away. So don't do that. Start a real brand today. Download the branded dropshipping supplier list, or just go to Alibaba and take the last course on how to source and manufacture product over there in China. Look, I want you to take 5 minutes and jot down 3 things that you're most passionate about. This could be dogs, camping, and off-grid shipping containers. It could be pretty princess pageants, birthday cakes, and flowers. I don't care what it is. Just write it down. I'll see you in a few minutes. I'll tell you what to do with the information. Okay, now I want you to go over to ChatGPT and take those 3 things that you like so much and type them in and then say this. ChatGPT, I want you to give me 30 niche ideas for each of these 3 things, and then maybe come up with 3 niche ideas where these 3 things are combined. I'll give you a minute to check that out. Okay, now that you have all of your niche ideas, it's time for you to decide on a product from the list. We're going to be going with supplements, since this is the fastest way, I believe, that you can build a $100 million brand. And guys, I built a brand up to $10 million a year a long time ago, 2021. And then I lost it all because of a trademark issue. So not only do I know how to build these, I also know how to lose them, and hopefully in these courses you'll be able to understand things to not do in business so you don't lose them like I did. I lost one from a trademark issue. This is whenever the one guy, he goes around and he says, hey, have you ever been broke before? I'll pull him up here.
Have you ever been broke before?
I went broke because the state of Texas, who I had a contract with, refused to pay me and filed a sovereign immunity against me and stole $30 million of my money. It's all over the news.
Yes, I've been broke before, 4 times actually. Number 1 was whenever Swisher International stole my first business. Number 2 was whenever my wife took 3 more of them. I just call it 1, but we'll just say my wife took a big piece of my life. All right, and then I had a manufacturer cut me out and completely demolish a business down to the ground, and I got out by the skin of my teeth. That brand is still running today. It's called Candy Boy. And then the last one, I just had an investor basically say that he was going to invest and help me out with the shipping. And he ended up doing a bunch of illegal shit. And I had to part ways with that part of my company. I have a cannabis dispensary here in Thailand. And this guy was like, oh, well, we should start another one of your famous, cannabis websites in America. I said, yeah, that's great. And it was just a whole bunch of lies. So here I'm just teaching you guys exactly what I've gone through, because I don't want to have anyone else go through the pain that I had to experience with, 1, learning how to do all this for the last 15 years, which is what I'm compiling into this course. And number 2, I don't want to have anyone get any bad investors. Guys, I'm just exploring this out here. This is not really part of the course, but if and when you get an investor, I'll put this in the course later, but if and when you get an investor, please do not give them access to your employees to any part of your business where they have logins or passwords or credentials. Literally, your investor is for, hey, how much money are you giving me, and how much do you want back over how much of a time period? It's no more than that. If they want profits of the business, they're going to see those in a quarterly report whenever you file your taxes. Do not let them inside of your company except to analyze the books. Do not give them usernames and passwords. Do not let them meet employees. It's just not a good thing to do whenever you are the top dog, when you are the guy that has the information, when you're the guy that's generating the results. Do not let someone else come into your business and start meddling around thinking that they run the show just because they threw the bucks in. It's your intellectual property, not theirs. And you need signed agreements in order to transfer that intellectual property. So if I prove that this is my intellectual property, if I prove that this is my intellectual property and then you come and take it, then I can sue you for it unless you have a contract. No matter what we said verbally, there needs to be a transfer of my intellectual property to your property, so that way it can become yours. And if there is no agreement to that, it doesn't matter what happened. I had a issue where a guy stole my domain name and conned me out of a whole bunch of time, not money, but time, 6 months of time. And I had the business doing $40,000 a month. And then all of a sudden, bam, there it goes. So you don't want that type of stuff happening to you guys. You want a $350 a month apartment like this in Thailand that you can live a life of luxury for $2,000 a month. Guys, I have that capped out on one rental property in America that I arbitrage. I do rental arbitrage in America. Also, I have, I just do a couple of them. I have one property that I make that on Airbnb every single month. It just gets transferred to me, and that's how I cover all my expenses here in Thailand. It's very, very, very lucrative to do that. And then you take these e-commerce businesses and you start buying your own rental properties. But if you don't want to put your money in the real estate market in America, which is frankly just a little bit scary, just with all of the, first we have a bad president, then we have a good one, then we have a bad one, or a good one, bad one, good one, good one, bad one, good one. I don't know. Whichever one you voted for is fine. Just make sure that whenever you're running your companies, you're doing it ethically. Make sure you're not putting yourself into a situation where you're asking for money from the devil. Not every investment is a good investment. And let's get back to the course. Okay, to recap, today we learned why defining your niche is crucial to your brand success. In our next lesson, we'll be showing you how to create your logo and your packaging design to create that strong brand identity that you need for customers to resonate with your product. We're also going to be showing you exactly how to hire that graphic designer through a contest on freelancer.com. So join us tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Make sure to get your homework done.